Hey YouTubers, Box's Imagination Ash here. I'm here again with another haul. A book haul. Ah, how exciting is that? I went and saw my mum during the week and she took me to the warehouse and she bought me 9 books. She spoiled me, it was so good. I have left one of them at her place so I don't have it. But I do have 8 of them. So, the first one I picked up, I went into the book warehouse and I saw a $2 table, so I was excited because it's already all discounted books. Brand new. And then they also had this $2 table, it was so good. So the first one I picked up was Magic Under Glass for $2. And that's by Jacqueline Delamore. So pretty much, Magic Under the Glass is about a girl who finds a fairy living in a piano and she falls in love and tries to rescue him. Haven't read it yet, but if anybody wants me to do a review on any of the books, just post below and I'll do it. Or any of the other 500 books that I own. I'll go in and I'll show you if I can with my light being busted. I'll see if I can show you some of them, but yeah. So the next one I got was The Nelly Departed, part of the Wickensville series. It's the first one in the Wickensville series by Rook Hastings. So this one's normally $25 and I got it for $7.99, which I thought was pretty cool. So this is what I picked up, and this one is about, the verse is on the back. Woodsville is not like other towns. Night falls a little earlier there. The shadows are darker and denser, and everyone knows it's a place where a strange thing happens, even if they won't admit it. Bethan would prefer to be anywhere but here. Jay has his theories, but isn't ready to share. Hamish sees more than he'll say, while Kelly's demons are all too flesh and blood, but Emily's freak out brings them out of denial and face to face with the supernatural. And when anywhere else, Friday night would be date night, but not in Weirdsville. Pretty exciting. So looking forward to reading that one. Then the next one I picked up is actually the second one in the Weirdsville novel. It's Immortal Remains. So this one's normally $25, but I got it for $4.99. Again by Rook Hastings. And then, well, I'm not going to read the blur on that one because it's the second one. But excited to read that one too. So I'm excited to start reading that series. I looked online after I bought them because I wasn't going to read them while I was at Mum's because I hadn't seen them for about 3 months. But I read online that there might be a third one coming out, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that. So then the next one I picked up was the everneath novel by Brody Ashton. That's what it looks like. So, everneath's shiny, so it's a bit hard to pick up. Everneath by Brody Ashton. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And this one is a read me, love me, share me, join us on Facebook. And it's normally $25, and I got it for $8.99. So that was pretty cool. And the blur on the back. Now she's returned to her old life for another 6 months before the everneath comes to claim her. This time, forever. Nikki longs to spend this precious time reconnecting with the people she left behind, her family, her friends, and most importantly her boyfriend Jack, the one person she loves more than anything. But there's just one problem. Cole, the smouldering immortal who enticed her to the everneath, has followed Nikki home, convinced that she is the key to claiming the throne of the underworld. Cole wants to bring Nikki back to the everneath, but this time as his queen. Now Nikki only has 6 months for goodbyes she can't find the words for. 6 months to make the hardest decision of her life. 6 months to find redemption, if it exists. So that was pretty cool. I haven't managed to look this one up, so I don't know if it sounds like it's the second one, but there's nothing in the actual, in the first couple of pages to say it is. So I don't know about that. So yeah, so hopefully it's not, and I'm not skipping a book, because I can't stand it when I do that in a series, being the book nerd that I am. I hate doing that. Hopefully not, though. So the next one I picked up is called The Poison Diaries. It doesn't have the author on the front. I think it might be a different author, so I'll have a look inside. Books I pick up from the book warehouse are normally books I haven't heard before. So this is by Mary Rose Wood. If anybody's heard of her, let me know. based on a concept by the Duchess of Northumberland. Northumberland? I don't know how to say that properly. So yeah, so that's the Poison Diaries. And the blur on the back, there isn't actually one, but it says, in the right dose, everything is a poison. Foxglove, Orlando, Moonseed, Belladonna, Love. That's how you're supposed to read it, but it actually says, if you read it the way it's been written, it goes, Foxglove in the Orlando, right dose, Moonseed, everything, Belladonna in a poison love. Interesting. I picked it up because it didn't, I'm pretty sure it's the one I picked up because it didn't have a blur on the back, and I was really interested to know what that was about. Oh, sorry, that was $24.99 down to $7.99. So then the next one I got was called Deadly Hemlock. I am a massive supernatural freak. I love anything to do with werewolves, vampires, fairies, magic, anything like that at all. So I got the Deadly Hemlock. So my brother's just come out. There he is, doing something. He's still in his school uniform. Anyway, this one's by Kathleen Peacock. I don't know if I said how much it was, but it's $24.99 down to $8.99. And the blur on the back caught my attention. So Mackenzie and Amy were best friends until Amy was brutally murdered. But Amy wasn't killed by a human. She was killed by a werewolf. And then it goes on for a really long blur, and I'm not going to read all of that. But that was a little synopsis that I read that I was like, oh, werewolf book, yay! So that caught my attention. So yeah, anything supernatural and criminals, crime novels. I love the Harry Bosch series by Michael Connolly and all those. The next one I picked up, I lost the tag for it, but it was only $4.99 and it's a hardcover. So I was like, have to get that one. It also looked good. But it's called, it's A Crack in the Line. It's part of the Aldous Lexicon series. But it's by Michael Lawrence. That's what that one looks like. It's very shiny. Anyway, the blur on the inside says, when his mother died in a terrible train crash, Alaric Underwood's life began to unravel. 2 years on, aged 16, he still hasn't got over the loss. But on the second anniversary of the tragedy, Alaric stumbles into an alternate universe of his reality, in which his mother survived the accident. The trouble is, in this reality, there's no room for him. Here, his place has been taken by a girl named Nina, who is living the life that should have been his. So I read that and I was like, maybe not. I'll put it in my maybe pile. And then when I was going through the pile of books to put back, I flicked through on a page and read the page and just fell in love with what I was reading. So obviously Michael Lawrence is a very good novelist and writer. Haven't read him before, but I'm super excited to actually finish this book. So yes, it's very interesting what it was. And yeah, just, you know a good writer when you can read any page of their book and you want to keep reading. So I really think it's going to be one of the ones that I don't put down. So yeah, just remember to let me know if you want to review any of the books. And then the last one I got, and I've started reading because it was the one that I picked up first and fell super in love with. And that is called The Haunting Violet. Haunting Violet. So there we are. It's got a beautiful picture on the front too. I love those sorts of covers. They're gorgeous. And this one's by Alexandra Harvey. Oh, I dropped it. My bad, so I dropped the book. Anyway, I picked it back up. Where the dead lead, the living must follow is what it says on the front. And so far, I've only read a few pages into it. Maybe like more of a few. I'm up to page 30 something. So there's still only a few. But pretty much it's about her mother who gives fake medium readings. Medium like for ghosts and spirits. But when the daughter gets, and she involves the daughter, but when the daughter gets older, she starts being able to see them for real. So they start haunting the daughter. Anyway, the blur on the back says, Violet Willibur doesn't believe in ghosts, but they believe in her. Violet has spent years taking part in her mother's elaborate fake seances, putting the rich and powerful in touch with the dead, and their success has brought them a life of luxury they could only have dreamed of, and Violet the prospect of a society marriage. The last thing Violet expected was to start seeing and hearing the dead for real, but now she is haunted day and night by the ghosts of a drowned girl who won't let her rest until her murder is uncovered. Violet must use her talents to unravel the mystery surrounding the girl's death, and quickly before the killer strikes again. So I'm pretty excited for that one. It's by the same author of My Love Lies Bleeding, which is apparently a really good series too. I was reading online, but I don't know because it's the first time I've actually heard of her too. So they are the 8 books I got. Again, they are Haunting Violet, A Crack in the Line, Deadly Hemlock, The Poisonous Diaries, everneath, Immortal Remains, Nearly Departed, and The Magic Under Glass. So the 8 books I picked up. The 9th one that I actually got, or my mum got them for me, but the 9th one I actually got, I've left at her house, is, can't think of the title, but it's one to help you get published and help you write, but it doesn't teach you how to write, if that makes sense. It only just scrapes the edge, and it's by another novelist. So anyway, they're my 8 books. I will go and try and see right now on this video. I'll pause it and then I'll replay it. See if I can take shots of my books in my room. If not, sorry, I'll be back. Hey guys, so yeah, it is really dark in my room, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this really well. Yeah, you can't see them at all. Anyway, sorry about that guys. So, thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, you know, the drill. Let me know if you want me to do any reviews on any of the books. I have got 500 books in my room. There's likely one that you want me to, that you're thinking about reading. I have read over 10,000 books. I just don't own all of them. So yeah, just send me a message if you want me to do a review on any books or anything. And I'm pretty honest when it comes to reviews. I think I've taken down all my old movie reviews and everything, so you can't really go back and see them from my old channel. I think I deleted that altogether. And yes. Anyways, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, YouTubers!